The world has been affected by what is known depression, and it's a very complicated situation, because personally, to me, depression is not real, right? It is something that has been formed or made, right, for pharmaceutical companies to gain a lot from it, and it has been forced upon people that when they apply it on themselves, it becomes a very big scapegoat. I looked into this whole depression informative education about it, that it usually speaks about the most things that everybody goes through, right? One would argue, listening to me, and will tell me that, listen, you don't know what you're talking about because you've never been through that situation. Fair enough. But one, I would say that you also don't know what I've been through, right? And maybe I've been through far worse than you, but I've never put it upon myself to say that I have a depression, and then I'll just go for clinical depression to get that help, right, that I believe in my mind I need. I know depression, it comes to the point that you have suicidal thoughts. You want to kill yourself. You think that it is the only way for you to actually be free from all the burden that you're actually going through, right? You feel like you're carrying the whole entire world over your shoulders. You don't know who to turn to. Everything is just too much on you. You can't get away to overcome all there is that you're going through in life, right? Everything is hard. Whatever that you do, you try to open doors, it does not actually come to that point. And it basically, you think that you're a big failure, and the best thing that you can ever do is to just harm yourself, right? Because that way you'll find peace within, and you'll just finally be at ease, right? So I looked into this whole depression thing, and I could see that the outlining things that everybody most of the time goes through, even with the rich people, right? The people that have it all, or which some people, when they see, they think that their life is actually going well, when it's not really the case, right? This is not to offend anybody, okay? This is not to offend anybody, but I strongly trust that the moment when you tell yourself that you're going through depression, now you are subject to being a scapegoat, to use the form of depression as a scapegoat. What this means is, it is very hard for you to learn how to overcome the bad experience in life, right? It is very hard for you to change the negative energy that you're going through into something positive for you, so that you can learn something out of it, right? It's like you're not giving your whole entire system a chance to overcome the battle that you're going through. And you make a decision that I've got a depression, then you go through the clinical emergency for depression or that help in order for you to actually be well and okay. And most of the case, it does not really help, because everything that you go through in life, the harder it becomes. Part of it has to do with the traumatic experience which you had, you never actually looked into or overcome. You ignored it. Maybe you grew up with it. Now it's coming back to haunt you, right? And affecting your whole entire life in everything that you need to do for you to actually better yourself as a person in this world. So all of these struggles, they come with different forms of energies, of course. Not to mention that the whole entire depression and suicidal thoughts people have, it's something that's actually engineered in the realm of the frequency that they control for people to actually start to feel that way all of a sudden and not to have any answer. But the first answer that comes in your mind is to think that you have a depression, or because you have a suicidal thoughts, let me just really kill myself. When it's something that's outside of you, controlling your energies within, because you're unable to control it for yourself, to conquer what you're actually currently going through. There are many people who have what has been labeled as depression, or the bulletins when you read through the information what is depression that they are going through right now. However, they learned to overcome all the bad experience, right? So if I'm talking to somebody out there, I don't want you to actually quickly charge it that you have a depression, because depression is not real, right? It is something that's been formed in order for you to actually really believe in it. You have to look at things in a different way. You really have to try to heal inside. Look into the background of your whole entire life, what you've been through, what you went through, and if whether or not you were able to heal from that past traumatic experience. If you start to deal with the background of everything that you went through and heal it, as it won't happen instantly, it will take time, but if you process all of that healing first, then you'll be able to actually deal with whatever situation you're going through right now. But never put it upon yourself to say that you have a depression, because that is like you taking a gun and putting it on your head, threatening yourself every single day.